All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the Team Believe and Succeed Weekly Update Call. This is your host, Ann Brown, on the line all the way from Accokeek, Maryland. You might want to get pen and paper because I'm telling you, you're going to want to take copious notes from our guest speaker that's going to be on the line today. However, we're going to get started like we always do with our kudos, shout-outs, and high-fives. If anybody has any kudos, shout-outs, and high-fives for anybody on the team, this is the time to actually give that recognition. Any kudos, shout-outs, and high-fives out there?
Hey, this is Vince. I want to give a high-five and shout-out to Jackie Ward. I spoke to her today, and she was telling me about all of her exciting travel reservations she's been doing, being really diligent about getting her questions answered, but more importantly, staying patient and understanding that, this travel business has its ups and downs in terms of people asking and requesting trips and not following through. But the great thing is that she is able to capture other clients and has always had somebody in the pipeline. So I'm going to give her a high five and shout out. I want to also give a high five and shout out to Larry and Stephanie, who I think is still in Jamaica as we speak, who attended the Sandals Convention and took the time to extend their stay and take a vacation out of it as well, being a product of the business and making sure that they totally understand the ins and outs. And I just want to say happy shout out to them for once again showing us how great vacation can be via social media. So those are my high fives and shout outs.
Wow, you're absolutely right. Congratulations to Jackie, and as always, congratulations to Larry and Steph, because they look like they are absolutely having a fantastic time in Jamaica. So you're absolutely right, Vincent Payton. Kudos and high fives and shout outs to them. Any more kudos, shout outs, and high fives out there? Anybody else on the team? Okay, if you're saying something, I can't hear you. I kind of heard something. So if you're saying something, I'm not hearing what you're saying. And so I wanted to give kudos, shout-outs, and high-fives. Wanted to welcome Joyce and her husband, Joyce and James. I know her as Stanberry, but her married name is Samuel. And I want to give her kudos, shout-outs, and high-fives because she is coming into the team like gangbusters. She's already taken her training, already has gotten me on three-way calls. She is truly, truly chasing down this fast start bonus and doing what she has to do to win. And so I just really, really already got a list of at least 42 odd names and names and numbers that we're going to follow up with, and in the process of scheduling her online grand opening and also the grand opening in her home, in her church. They are actually ministers in the Danville area, and I tell you what, they're absolutely amazing. So I wanted to give her kudos, shout-outs, and high fives, and definitely everybody in the team that are doing a bang-up job. I also want to give kudos, shout-outs, and high fives to Vincent Payton and Nick Brown, who actually were on the leadership call, and we kind of got a quasi-plan together. And so with that, we're going to be launching that as soon as we kind of make some adjustments. But so definitely wanted to thank Vincent and Nick always for showing up and showing out, and what you always do to not only help me but help the team as well at large. Any more kudos, shout outs, and high fives out there?
Yes, Jackie. I just wanted to do a kudos and shout out to Vince. Right back at you. And also Keontae, because I've also been leaning on her as well. Thank you so much for your patience and your support.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm in the tunnel. So that's it for our kudos and high fives today. We're going to go on to our announcements. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay, we're going to go on to our announcements. Nick is having let me see if Nick Brown, are you out there? Okay, I think he was having some phone issues or something. I don't know what it is today. However, he's not able to be on the line today. So what we are, first and foremost, I wanted to let everybody know about Super Saturday that's coming up this Saturday. Malcolm Alexander always has his Super Saturday the first Saturday of the month. There's a Super Saturday in Atlanta by Tashana Richardson. I'll get that information and be posting it on our site. And, you know, our Super Saturday is the third Saturday of the month. We're lining up speakers and training. You don't want to miss that. That is going to be online via Zoom to allow everybody in various areas to participate. So you want to make sure that you write that on your calendar and have it and be available to jump on. That's going to be from 10 to 1. So you might want to just get a sandwich, get some coffee. The last Super Saturday was absolutely amazing, and I know this one will be too. We're lining up our training, and so you don't want to miss it. It is going to be absolutely off the park. There's also, we are doing a daily short opportunity call at 6 p.m. every single day on this line. We had one just before this one. We had 2 guests on, and I spoke with one of the guests earlier, so I'm looking forward to this gentleman actually getting more information and getting started as well. And he should be joining us on Lorenzo's Zoom presentation at 7:30. We have another announcement is the Vortex Plus. If you missed it, the Vortex Plus is now worth 2 points towards your bonus. Historically, it was worth only 1 point. Now they've upped the ante, so when a Vortex Plus, along with the Vortex Platinum sale, is worth 2 points for your bonus. And if you listen to, you already know that if you listen to the call, the recording of the call, but if you think about this, and this is amazing, when you sell 7 Vortex Plus, that is really $1,400. Think about it, because that's $200. The company is getting $200 per sale. So that's $1,400, and they're turning around and giving you a $1,000 bonus. So the company is only really getting, that $400 from that. So that's just something to remember, just in terms of our founders and our compensation plan. I also wanted you to also remember the Surge Monthly Momentum Call is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. That's tomorrow night at 9 p.m. You do not want to miss that. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of announcements, and so you don't want to miss that. That is a company event, so you want to definitely, leaders, you want to text your team members, make sure that they get on to get the information, because guess what? That makes your job easier. The more people who know the information, the less you have to repeat it and keep training and reminding people. So you want to make sure that you get as many people as possible on that Surge Monthly Momentum Call so that everybody gets the updates and hear it for themselves. Now we need everyone, whether you've done this or not, it's time to do it again. Let's start over. This is the 4th quarter. So you want to schedule your concierge appointment. You want to get in your back office and schedule it. And if you've done it before, it's probably been a while, but take a few minutes and schedule your concierge appointment just so you are reminded about all the things that you have. You also want to review your Getting Started video. Review that so when you get a brand new person started, you remember what they're seeing and what's being covered. You also want to review those S100 videos right there in your back office. If you don't know where they are, just get in touch with your leadership, your team leader, and ask them to show you where they are. If you're brand new or if you're a little more seasoned and just didn't get a chance to do it, this is the time to actually start over. This is 4th quarter, so this is the time to start over. And no matter what, schedule your grand opening. I called a leader today to be on this call today, and she said, you know what, I can't because I've got one of my team members is having an online grand opening, and so I've got to be on Zoom. And I said, wow, that's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of us, I've heard that, people give the excuse, well, I don't know if I want people in my house, or I don't want to host a grand opening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, with our technology, you can actually host a grand opening online. Just tell people that it's your grand opening and tell them to jump online at a particular time, and we can do a presentation for you. So it's just time to really, really pull out the stops, do what we know we need to be doing, and absolutely make some things happen. So with that being said, make sure that you schedule your grand opening. Start over. It is the 4th quarter. the last quarter of 2017. And so this is the time for you to make up and make the year what you want to make it. So with that being said, that's it for the announcements that I have today. Did any of the other leaders have any announcements? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're going to transition into some training. I am hoping that our guest is on the line by now. I'm telling you, you want to get pen and paper because this lady is bad to the bone. She is absolutely amazing. And not only is she amazing, but what she's doing with the company is amazing. She is truly, and she and her team have truly turned our company around, and not only in terms of the numbers that they're bringing in, but just those that went to conventions saw just how powerful, just the spirit that they're bringing to this company, and the presence of God, and just a strong belief and conviction. It is absolutely amazing. And so I'm so proud and honored that she was able to spend a little time with us. Now, she's booked, and she has another engagement, but she was able to spend a little time with us, with our team today. So with no further ado, I'd like to present to some and introduce to others none other than Superstar Director Renee Toppin. Renee, are you out there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you loud and clear. Take it away, Superstar.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, in accordance to what you asked me to do, I'm going to do what I was asked to do, and that's to speak on fear. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The subject for the next 8 to 10 minutes is fear, and the process. And the interesting thing about fear is that fear paralyzes. And your prosperity lies in what you won't do. So if you're not being as successful as you would like to be in this business, your business, I want you to think about what you're not doing, and I want you to identify the reason that you're not doing it. A lot of people will say busy, and they'll use busy as an excuse. They'll use all types of excuses. But why is it truly that you're not passing out 10 business cards a day? Why is it truly that you are not online prospecting at least for an hour a day? And a lot of times it's not busy. It's fear, because you come across every single day somebody that could change your business, change your life, and you can change theirs. It could be a mutual blessing that you interacted with that person that you saw at the gas station this morning. But fear a lot of times not only keeps us from joining the business or keeps us from taking risks that could change our life, but fear also keeps us from working the business. See, there's nothing to taking $469, $149, $249, whatever you paid and joining the business. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part is now, and the hard part is the process. Because everything is a process, and the pain is in the process. The fear is in the process. But you will never get to the other side, and you will never be transformed into the millionaire that you want to be, into the $1,000, $10,000 director that you want to be, until you are transformed. And to transform means to move. The prefix trans, T-R-A-N-S, means to move. And some of you haven't moved from the position of team builder. Is it okay if I tell the truth? Is this a line where I can tell the truth? Because some of you have not moved from team builder in 2 years or in a year because of fear, or because you're just paralyzed by the unwillingness to go through the process. And the process is painful, but the process takes you from one place to another. Where do you want to be in this business in this fourth quarter by December 31st? And do you know what the process is? Because the process involves personal development. Now, one thing about fear, fear is deceitful, because the thing that you should fear is staying where you are. But the thing that we fear the most is moving forward into unknown territory. Because for a lot of you, passing out business cards, talking to strangers, speaking before people, hosting grand openings, it's unknown territory. But let me ask you why you don't fear paycheck to paycheck living, or not fulfilling your dreams, or never becoming a director, or never realizing the goals for which you joined this business. Why don't you fear going to a job every single day that some of you don't even like, that's stressing you out, that's making you tired, giving you headaches? That is the thing that you should fear, and fear will either paralyze you or propel you. And so if you take your fear and you transfer it to that thing that's keeping you stuck and keeping you bound, and let your fear propel you to the next level in your business, then it becomes healthy, because it's not paralyzing. It becomes healthy. So I want to challenge everybody who's listening to me today, and this is what I do with my team builders. This is what I teach my team builders. One night a week, we're having a transformation call, because when you're a team builder and when you're building your business, when you get to team builder, that's when you should be working in your own team builder group, and that's when you become a leader. But a lot of times your confidence and your courage and your leadership skills haven't caught up to the title. So therein lies the process. You must learn how to attract who you are. And if you're not attracting the right people, then you're going to have to focus on being who you want to attract. If I want builders and ballers and professional people on my team, then I have to become that person who has the confidence to speak to those people and attract those people. My goal is to see everybody in Surge 365 realize their dreams. I'm a people person, and there's nothing that is more rewarding for me, whether you're on my team or not, sideline, up line, down line, cross the line. There's nothing more rewarding for me than seeing a Sharonica Jack, who's not on my team, get a $10,000 bonus. A Gwendolyn Young, who's not on my team, or a Stacy Prather, who's not on my team, a Rayshawn Robinson. There's nothing more rewarding to me than seeing Ann and Nick Brown and their team win. Because when your team wins, when my team wins, Jeannie's team wins, Nick Pagano's team wins, the company wins. And I love this company. But the thing that you're going to have to do if you want to be the person that you need to be for your family is dependent on you not to be fearful. Let me give you an analogy. You're at home with your family, your daughter, your son, your husband or wife, boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it is. You're at home with your family, and someone's breaking into the house, and your family is in jeopardy. Is fear going to make you fight, grab that bat or whatever it is you have and fight, or is fear going to make you hide under the bed and whatever happens to your family happens? See, when you allow poverty and lack and paycheck to paycheck living, and when you allow that into your family, then your fear is not having the right effect. It's not propelling you, because you're putting your head in the sand and you're saying, we don't have enough of this or we don't have enough of that. When you have a business, when you have a weapon, Surge 365 is your weapon against poverty, lack, paycheck to paycheck living. And you have to pick up this weapon and do with it what it was created to do, and that's fight poverty, fight fear, fight lack for your family, so your family can live their dreams. They're dependent on you, even to the point where your elderly parents are dependent on you to be in a position to take care of them. If the government takes away Obamacare, Medicare, the pills are $600 a pill, your mother and father should be able to depend on you to be able to buy those pills. We are required and blessed by this business to provide for our families. So I want to challenge you this evening to take the fear, Whatever it is, if it's speaking before people, doing three-way calls, being that team builder that you're supposed to be, take that fear and let it propel you to the next level in the company. Face it. For most people, it's public speaking, doing a conference call like this. I challenge you, if you're afraid to do a conference call, ask your leader if you can host the next team call. Ask your leader if you can host the next Zoom, and come out of that shell and let fear propel you and not paralyze you, but propel you to the next level. Back to you.
Wow, that was absolutely amazing. Renee, thank you so much. I know that you've got to get to your next appointment, and I just really want to thank you so much for pouring into our team. I mean, I took some that was powerful nuggets, and I took some great notes, and I really, really thank you so much for being online and being a part of our team.
Okay, is there any specific question? I'm still kind of on the road. If there's a specific question you or any of your team members want to ask me that will help you in terms of systems or something not inspirational but more informational, if you have any questions that I can answer, I'd be glad to do that. If that would be helpful.
That would be helpful. Well, one question that I struggle with is, what is your getting started process, and in terms of systems, because we know how important systems are, and we just have so much, and I find that our team we're kind of torn between travel, people who want to book travel and people who want to build, and so it's been a challenge for us, and everybody seems to have gone different ways in terms of a process. What's your process?
Oh, my. Okay, so I'm glad you asked that because this is very important. It starts with your team builders. And our process is when somebody joins the team, communication is key. So as a team builder, as soon as you get that email, as soon as you get that notification that someone has joined your team, this is what we do. We teach our team builders to do this. When somebody falls into your team builder group, whether you sponsored them or not, you immediately touch, meaning you send them a text message, and our text messages simply say this: welcome to Surge 365. My name is Renee Toppin. I am your team builder. When would you like to make your first $1,000? That's it. Now, the reason why it says that, because it puts the focus on the money. And it puts the focus on getting them to 3 and free, which Juliet St. John and Coach Tomer tell us that's the play. Stay in your team builder group and get everybody to 3 and free, even the travel agents. So if you send a text message like that, it's going to get one of two responses. They're going to say right away, thank you for contacting me, or they're going to say, I just want to do the travel. No matter what they say at that point, you're going to say, great. My desire is that you don't have a monthly fee. It may take you anywhere from 30 to 60 days to jumpstart the travel, learn the travel, but in the meantime, it is my job to make sure you don't have a monthly fee. Do you want a monthly fee? They're going to say no. Then you're going to say, well, let's schedule your grand opening within 3 to 7 business days. Here are the 2 spots that I have available. Then you give them an option. You don't say, when do you want to do it? That could be the 28th of never. You give them an option according to when you're available. Okay, I have October the 15th at 7 p.m. I have October the 18th at 9 p.m. Which is best for you, so we can get you to 3 and free before that first payment kicks in. In the meantime, you could be watching your travel agent videos. That's not going to take anything away from that. We understand you want travel, but we don't want you to have a fee. And so they schedule it, and then you see, this is where we drop the ball. We say, get your people on the video, get your people on the Zoom, get your people on the call, get your people to an event, and we don't know we don't tell them how. They don't know how. They have no idea how to get guests on a Zoom, guests on a call, guests to an event. So they run out and say, I have this new business. Will you come listen? I'm in this travel thing. Will you come listen? And they get no guests. They get frustrated and they quit. On our team, we give everyone a peak interest statement that we create for them that drives people to the Zoom, the conference calls, or the event. We don't let people go out there and try to get people on a call or get people on a Zoom or nope. We say, here's your peak interest statement. It may be something as simple as, wow, I found out how to make $1,000 by December the 1st. I'm looking for 20 people who want to get this information. That's the peak interest statement. They text it to everyone in their phone. They inbox it to 50 people, whatever you tell them to do. If you're leading with the travel, wow, I found out how to not pay retail for travel anymore, or I found out how to get free airline tickets. I'm inviting 20 people to get the information. Respond yes if you're interested. That's what we do. And the reason why our calls are packed and our events are packed is because we don't tell people to go out there and get people on the call. We tell them exactly what to say with our peak interest statement. They drive people to the call, and we close them. And that's what we do. That's the system, because people get lost when you say, well, just go out there and get people on the Zoom. Just go out there. If the Zoom is travel related, then they need a peak interest statement that matches whatever it is you're going to talk about. If you're going to talk about travel on the Zoom, or you're going to lead with the money, which is what I recommend, if you're going to lead with the money, then say, I found out how to make an extra $1,000 by October the 30th. I'm inviting a few people to get this information with me. And you give them the words, you tell them exactly what to do with the words, and then you will find that they will have way more guests on the Zoom and way more guests on the call, and they won't be as frustrated, and they'll feel way more confident, because people don't know what to say to get guests in a room or guests on a Zoom. They just don't know what to say. And that has worked for us. That's working, and it's working seamlessly, and people love it, and they feel very grateful that someone reached out to them as soon as they joined. They feel very grateful that someone asked them when do they want to make their first $1,000, that someone cares about their success, and that they're not just another number in the company, that their team builder is committed to their success. Back to you.
Wow, that's amazing, Renee. I'm so glad I asked that question. That was amazing. But what do you do? Do you ever do the reach around if the team builders are not have kind of fallen off, and now they're kind of, not participating? I have some team builders on our team that are not participating, and we've got people that just don't have the support. You do the reach around, or do you are sure to stay in your team builder group?
Well, you absolutely have to reach around, because remember, your regional builder group is full of overrides. Everybody is valuable, and their presence is valuable no matter what position they play on the team. They're either keeping your director's numbers up by balancing out a leg, or they're in your regional builder group, or they're in your national builder group. So I have the same problem. My new team doesn't have that problem as much, but they do. But I had the same problem. I had 18 regional builders at one time, 18 Coach's Corner in this non-Tashana leg, the leg that's not Tashana in my other two legs. Now I only have 2 active regional builders. So that means a lot of team builders are missing, a lot of regional builders are missing. And so what I do is, if I'm doing a grand opening for somebody in my team builder group, I invite them. So I include them because I get those regional builder overrides and those national builder overrides. So then that's when the regional builder has to step up and welcome people. So if you let your people fall through the cracks and they don't feel welcome or they don't feel supported, then we will always have that high attrition that keeps us from getting to director or getting to the next level.
Exactly. Wow, that's amazing. Now, I know it's 7 o'clock straight on the dot, and so I just appreciate this, and I apologize to the team because no one else got a chance to ask a question. But would it be okay if someone did have a question, if I could just gather that question and send it to you? Maybe you can give us an email response, or maybe we can invite you to come on the call again sometime?
Sure. Why don't you just gather a list of questions, email them to me, and then I will come back and answer all of them at a later time.
Awesome.
Yep, so my email is, if you would put questions from Ann Brown, if you would put questions from Ann Brown as the subject of the email, because no exaggeration, I had 64,000 emails, 664,000. And so if you would just put questions from Ann Brown in the subject of the email and just put all the questions in the email, I will either get back to you one-on-one with all the answers and you can record them, or I can come on another call.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you so much. I'm going through a bad zone, so I lost you there for a minute, but I got that last response. So thank you for your time and your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Team Believe and Succeed weekly update call. Hopefully you have pen and paper. You were able to write down notes. If not, this call was recorded. You know you can listen to the replay simply by dialing 712-432-0990 and the same PIN number, 250-247#. You just heard from Superstar Director Renee Toppin. Not only is she a director, but she's a director maker, sharing some awesome nuggets with us that I know that we'll be able to use. Vincent Payton, I just wanted to give it to you for a minute if you had something that you wanted to share with the team.
I do have some stuff, but I can wait till next week. I don't want to follow up behind the great director, Renee Toppin. I want to just thank her personally. She's still on the call for reaching out to us and helping us out and just get us some great nuggets. That getting started information is invaluable. We've been talking amongst ourselves, trying to figure out a best technique and system. And I love what you've been doing, but we've been following you, and I'm happy for the success that you have within your team. So we're just happy that you was able to get on the call this week, and I hope that everybody's on the call and everybody that's listening to the replay is definitely taking some notes, and be prepared that all of the team leaders will be reaching out to you so we can implement some of this in the system.
Absolutely. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for on the call. Thank you for that was on the call. Thank you for Renee Toppin. Thanks, Vincent Payton. And ladies and gentlemen, I just really encourage you. If your team was not on the call, I encourage that you encourage them to listen to this call, listen to the replay, and get the nuggets to take everybody to the next level. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and end this call this week. Thank you for being on the call. Thank you for being a part of our team. And most importantly, thank you for being a part of our lives. And we look forward to seeing you at the top, at the very top, because the bottom is just too crowded. Have a good day, and God bless. Bye-bye.
Okay.